What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Blitz Boys podcast episode. In this episode today, this one's going to be interesting because I'm talking about a subject that I know about, and he is going to be here because he does not know anything about this subject. But we're going to have a little half thing. We're going to be talking about the Wimbledon tennis tournament, and then we're going to be talking about the WNBA. So we're going to start
because since there's nothing else going on.
There's nothing else in the world going on right now. Plus, the Olympics are in a few weeks anyway, and we don't want to talk about them right now. But we're going to start off with the Wimbledon men's here. The men's draw here yesterday. The number 3 seed Carlos Alcaraz took down American Tommy Paul in 4 after dropping the first set 5-7. Wiped the floor with him the next 3 games and is now in the semifinal against Daniil Medvedev, who took down number 1 seed Yannick Sinner.
Yeah, I heard that'll be a really good match.
It's going to be an interesting one because last year Alcaraz whooped Medvedev in the semifinal. It was a bloodbath, let's just say that. It was pretty bad. Medvedev got cooked, but he is on a roll. Medvedev beat Sinner. Now he's going to have to beat Alcaraz. On the other side in the men's draw, Novak Djokovic, number 2 seed, just got to walk into the semifinal. Alex de Minaur withdrew due to injuries, so Djokovic is already in the semifinal. He'll be playing Lorenzo Musetti.
What's that player who got sick mid-game and then came back Sinner or whatever?
That might have been, that was Sinner. Sinner was sick. He got sick after about the first set yesterday and then dropped the next couple, and then he lost. But anyway, Djokovic will be playing Lorenzo Musetti, the Italian, who today beat up on American Taylor Fritz, which Jonah actually knows about. Taylor Fritz.
I do, yeah.
Taylor Fritz had a big comeback on Alexander Zverev the other day. He was down 2-0. Comeback wins that one 3-2. So, semifinal, Alcaraz versus Medvedev and Musetti versus Djokovic. Both of those, I think Alcaraz
I heard Alcaraz could win it all. That's what I heard from...
Alcaraz is the defending champion.
That's what I heard from the little time watching ESPN.
Yep. Alcaraz is I would say Alcaraz should be the favorite. Djokovic obviously next. And then, Musetti's going to have a lot of problems. He's going to get absolutely obliterated by Djokovic, in my opinion. I think Alcaraz will beat Medvedev in 4 or 5. It's going to be an interesting one. I think it's going to just be a rematch of last year's final, Djokovic and Alcaraz. It's been an interesting men's draw. There's been a lot of 5-setters, which I heard was a record for that in a Grand Slam. The women's side is really not great, I'm not going to lie. Iga Swiatek went down the number 1 seed, and Coco Gauff went down earlier. Ons Jabeur went down as well.
What was that really good game in the quarterfinals?
For women's or men's?
Yeah, for women's. It was like...
it
was like on Saturday or Sunday.
Was that Navarro? She
Yeah.
She beat Coco Gauff, and then yesterday Jasmine Paolini beat her fairly easily. I don't know who the other people are. I'm not gonna lie. Paolini plays somebody Vekic. I don't know. I think Paolini's gonna win that one. And then Rybakina plays. I'm not gonna say that last name because I don't know how to say it. But Rybakina is definitely the favorite. She already won Wimbledon a few years ago. And she's like 20, 19, something like that. She's pretty good. I think she'll win the women's. But the men's, I think Alcaraz is not going to win the whole thing. I think Djokovic will probably win it in 5. He'll probably get revenge because Alcaraz has just been playing so mid lately. He's been playing good in the sets that he's won, and then he's just playing really bad in the sets that he's lost. But I do think it'll be Alcaraz versus Djokovic. Djokovic will win, and I think it's going to be Paolini versus Rybakina in the women's final, and I think Rybakina is going to win that one in 2, maybe 3. So that's just my Wimbledon nerd stuff. Jonah doesn't know anything about
Carlos
stuff.
Alcaraz, that's all.
Yep, that's all he knows.
That's all I know.
All right, with that, now we're going to move into our WNBA talk. So, Madeline is
We
going to
have
come
our
in
first
here. We have our
exclusive
first guest on the show. Madeline is Jonah's sister, and she is a WNBA fanatic. Okay? Fanatic. So, we're just going to ask her a few questions because neither of us really care.
We have nothing better to do.
We have nothing else to do with our lives. So, here's what we're going to ask you, Madeline. We're going to ask you a few questions here. All right.
First of all, what are your thoughts on the Fever beating the Liberty the other day?
Yeah, the
win.
Fever.
That was a good win because also Caitlin Clark got a triple-double.
She did. First rookie triple-double of all time.
And obviously Angel Reese hasn't done that yet. So.
No.
Ooh.
Oh, she's throwing shade. She's throwing shade. All right, yeah. That leads to my question. What are your thoughts on Angel Reese
and the Caitlin Clark
and the Caitlin Clark stuff?
See, I feel like Angel Reese, she's like good, but like she's not as good as Caitlin Clark, and it's just like
Ooh.
she just wishes she was as good.
She just yeah.
And ever since Caitlin Clark like did this to her, she just got mad, and there's just been some hate for no reason, and she just wants to keep it going, I guess.
Yeah, it's.
But she just thinks that the WNBA is all about her, and really it's not.
Yeah, yeah. So, my question here, what are your thoughts on Angel Reese breaking the double-double record?
I mean, she's not that good, so
Whatever.
I
Now,
mean, she's the best one on the team. So.
well, yeah, the Sky are trash. That's why they had the pick that they did. But another question I have is, who do you think's the best team in the league right now?
Liberty or Aces?
Liberty or the Aces?
Dude, the 8. I don't even think the Aces have more than the 500 record. They're like the 6th seed. They're like the 6th seed. NBA standings.
So the Liberty are 18-4 in the Eastern Conference. How are the Fever are the 3 seed? How many teams make the playoffs?
8, I think. 8.
Western Conference.
Yeah.
The Lynx are the 1st seed. The Storm are the 2nd seed, and the Aces are the 3 seed. Wow, that's interesting.
Well, that could change anytime.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a good question.
Okay.
What's your thoughts on Kate Martin getting her first technical?
I didn't even see that.
You didn't even see that? Yeah, she
How did
did.
she get her technical?
She was like arguing with another player.
Mouthing off.
Yeah,
Mouthing off. All right. So, I've got to ask, who do you think is gonna win the MVP this year?
Asia Wilson.
Asia Wilson.
Or maybe Sabrina or Brianna Stewart.
Yep, because the Liberty are just on a roll right now. I saw Sabrina had a game-winning shot today. Did she not? She scored 21 points. Brianna Stewart, 18 points, 14 rebounds. Holy.
Dude, don't they have what's that one person? Jacquel Jones.
Oh yeah, Jonquel Jones. Yeah, she's a beast, bro. She's a beast in the paint. Yeah, I mean, didn't Sabrina just break a 3-point record or something on the Liberty?
I think so.
Yeah, she got the most 3-pointers in history for the Liberty. There we go. All right. So, last question here.
All right.
Actually, no. Two questions. Who's gonna win Rookie of the Year?
So I would have said Cameron Brink, but then she tore her ACL. So probably Caitlin Clark, or let me think about the other rookies there. I don't even know. Probably Caitlin Clark.
Okay, I got a good question. Who do you got the Fever or the Lynx on Sunday? Who do you got winning that game?
Aren't you going to that?
Yeah, she is. That's why I asked her that.
Well, I mean,
Lynx the second best team in the league.
I'd like to say the Fever, but probably the Lynx. But I think it's gonna be a good game either way. But I'd like to see Indiana win.
Okay, last question. Who do you think's winning the WNBA finals?
That's early to say, but
Aces again.
Aces with a three-peat.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's not the Washington Mystics.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I think it's gonna be the New York Liberty.
There we go.
I think it's gonna be the Liberty versus Aces.
Yeah, that's definitely probably what it's gonna be. Well, that was our little
Mini
episode about just whatever we wanted to talk about. We talked about Wimbledon and we talked about the WNBA. So yeah, that was our episode. Be sure to tune in to our shorts that we make throughout the week. Just
we'll make
you guys
making them all throughout.
Yep. And we're making a TikTok, so be on the lookout for that. We'll get that started. It's up and running.
Yeah, we'll link the channel
Yep,
to
we'll
the
link
TikTok
it. We'll link
too.
it. Yep. Yeah, we'll be back at it again with our next episode talking about MLB All-Star or MLB trade deadline and the NFC West. So with that, we are the Blitz Boys, and we'll see you guys next one. Peace out.